Hello, how are you? Hello.
Hi, teacher. I'm fine, thank you.
Ah, nice. Nice to see you again. How was your day today? Tell me.
My day is like every day you ask me about that, I'm going to ask the same things. Uh, I was in my work until I work as a supermarket packer until I came home about 6 p.m. class. That's all the interesting about my day.
Don't worry. We have to work a lot, study a lot. One day we are going to win the lottery and we are going to have something different than work and study. But for now,
Yes, I hope. I hope so.
Michael, I see that just you and me, we are going to work together. Maybe others join with us later, but we are going to start
Yes.
together. And with this, we can start practice English at time. Okay. We have pending from the last encounter and the situations. Remember that we were talking about emotions and we had pending a video about a psychology guy who is describing some situation, and we had this activity pending. Before continue, Maria, hello, how are you?
Hello, teacher. I fine, thank you.
How was your day, Maria? Tell me about your day. How was it? Okay, last I was explaining you, we are going to start with the last part of the topic that we were working last class. It was about the emotions and feelings, and we have a video. One of the video is about the emotions that the psychology describe. He described some situations or feelings, and I would like to know about the video from you. I don't know, Michael, can you tell me something about the video?
Yes, I remember a few things about the video. Uh, one, one I can say is that there there was a man, maybe a psychologist, talking about emotions and how our health, our our physical health, how they are interconnected between each other.
Michael, tell me about the emotions. One of the emotions that you consider are important, or all of them are important, but you want to talk about one of the emotions that the guy was talking about in the video. You can information.
Yes, maybe I can talk about happiness. Uh, it's a very important emotion because the happier than you are, the healthier than you are. It is connected to the how do you say hormones and to the hormones that makes us feel happier, and when you are happier, you maybe you probably you get sick less than if you are disgusted or if you are angry. It could be bad for your heart, for your blood system. Uh, Another emotion could be sadness, which is the opposite to happiness. And when you are sad, you you get sick frequently, and uh, that two emotions I remember.
Okay, thanks, Michael. Giovanni, hello. How are you? Welcome again to the encounter number 7. How was your day? Tell me about you, Giovanni.
Hello, teacher. Uh, the day was busy, like every day. I just arrived to my parents' house because the internet in my house is so slowly. So I had to drive from my house to my parents' house. I actually 5 minutes, 3 minutes. I just arrived to the house. I was working with the students in the afternoon. I was teaching conditionals to them because have a quiz tomorrow. They are ninth graders. So the evaluation for them tomorrow is are the conditional. I'm exhausted. I'm tired. I work from 6 a.m. until 1 p.m. and in the afternoon from 2 p.m. until 6 p.m. But I'm here. Hmm. Hello.
Sorry. Today, I think the problem is going to be with my internet, but I'm going to try to do our best. Maria, could you please turn off your camera and your mic because it also has some interference with the communication. Your camera and your mic. Yes, your mic also. Please, your mic, Maria. Turn off your mic. Giovanni, did you see the video that we were talking about the psychology?
Yes, I watched it in the afternoon, and it was about emotions. There was a guy who was talking about how the people feel some emotions for some cases or situations. One of them be related with some kind of situation we live every day. And actually, he talked about advices for get peace, relax for some emotions because the day to day there are some problems that we feel some emotions and they are adjectives um, to relate it to our feelings in that cases we think that we expect that, but it is for because every day we are in a middle routine and we think that um, they are only the situations that, but that case was for me some kind of emotions, and the most important were sad, happy, bored, excited. I don't remember so much about that.
Great. Thanks, Giovanni. And Maria, tell me about the video. What did you see?
Yes.
What do you remember about the video? What was the topic about it?
Okay, tutor. In the first video, talk about the emotion, stress, and hair as emotion affects in life, behavior, and the body of people. And for me, being happy is very important emotion for feeling good because this will allow you to have better hair. Hello?
Okay, thanks. Thanks, Maria. Maria, remember turn off your mic when you're finished your conversation because the feedback is quite difficult to listen to us each other. So please turn off your mic. That is really important to follow the activities. Okay, today we are going to start. The topic for today is travel. We are going to travel. Today we are going to places that we want to be. Yes, and we are going to talk about a little bit about this vocabulary and some situation in which you are going to use vocabulary or comparative form for traveling abroad. For the first activity, I'm going to share with you vocabulary. This vocabulary is going to give you an idea about a sentence that you can use in which you're going to use these words. So the first activity is very simple. Just you're going to choose from the list four of them, and per each word you are going to tell me a sentence using or including that word. Okay, they are the words you have: relaxing, crowded, privacy, scenery, picturesque, peaceful, cosmopolitan, exotic, sites, culture, and architecture. Yes, so those words you're going to choose four of them. Per each of the word you are going to tell me an example or a sentence in which you include that word. I'm gonna give you like 2 minutes just to choose the words and think about the sentences, and then we are going to start. The order is going to be Michael, Maria, and Giovanni. Okay, I have here 6:21, so 6:23 in 2 minutes. We are going to start with the activity. Let's do it. Michael, it's up to you. It's up to you in any sentence that you can use the. If you need a place, you can use a place, any place. Don't worry for that. Very good. So we are going to start. Michael, Maria, Giovanni. Remember, just you are going to say a sentence. In this sentence, you include one of the words, and you're going to say in total 4 sentences. Maria, Giovanni. Let's do it.
Okay, okay. Relaxing. Uh, Santa Marta beaches are very relaxing because you can stand on the sand and enjoy the landscape. Crowded. The center is very crowded because there are many people walking through the streets. Uh, Peaceful. Uh, Monserrate is a place very peaceful because you can hear the wind. Culture. In the center of Bogota, there is many culture and historic buildings. So that's the four words.
Maria, please continue. Excellent, Michael. Excellent. Maria, please continue.
Okay, tutor. Um, to feel good, I exercise to feel relaxed. Um, when I listen to music, um, make me happy. When I am traveling to the beach, is fun for me.
Giovanni, your sentences.
Okay, teacher. Let's go. Um, I think Colombia have a lot of cities, and there are more connection. For example, when you travel to the coast, you can see that the cities which have the beach nearby to the city, they are more relaxing than cities than we have people or they're far away the beaches and crowded. For example, Bogota or New York, the capitals of the world, they are so crowded. They are crowded capital cities because there are a lot of people in the middle of the center. Or for example, in the Big Apple in New York, you can see a lot of people, and this city is so crowded. Privacy, and for privacy, there are some places there are privacy in the malls, and you can't get into these kind of places. Um, for example, no pay school and on the mountains, Himalayas, or maybe on China in the art in the outsides is in the peaceful places. They are more peaceful than the cities because in these kind of places can you relax. Our cosmopolitan, for example, Paris. Paris is the capital of France, and Milan. And there are cosmopolitan cities because they have fashion parades every year, one time per year. And exotic, I can see that, for example, an exotic place there could be in Mexico, in the Scarlet Park, because it is exotic. It is about the nature. It is more exotic than normal places or normal cities. An architecture, say, country or city for me is in Germany. Germany is in a country where you find architecture and you can say more or architecture place than, for example, Colombia, because in Germany you can see different kind of constructions or buildings outside in the countryside and actually in the capitals or the town, downtowns. You can see a different and a spectacular architecture as Paris. Paris is a other kind of city with beautiful architecture.
Great, Giovanni. Thank you so much. We are going. We are going to the country or the place that we wish we and we want to know. Okay, the place that is your dream, the city that is your dream, or country or place, the place that you haven't been there but you wanted or you wish you be there. Yes, and you think about that place or city and you are going to describe that place. This place can be or you can use your imaginary place. Yes, well, the idea you should describe it and you should tell me which place that you consider is the place that you should visit before dying. Okay, so for this activity we are going to start with Maria, then Giovanni, and then Michael. Okay, very easy. Just think about that place that is your dream, and you're going to describe that place and give me the reason why this is your dream. It's a place that you haven't been there but you wish. Okay, so we are going to start. Maria, Giovanni, Michael, let's start. Maria, can you hear me? Maria, are you there? I think Maria can not listen to us. So, Giovanni, let's start, please, and then Michael.
Okay, teacher, I'm going to start. Um, the place I want to be is a magic place. It's a magical place because I love this movie. It is about Harry Potter's. Uh, this place is called the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, and it is located in Orlando, Florida. Actually, I know that it's not a real city. I know it's a story. It's about a movie, but I love this kind of movie and I love this city. It is my dream to be there alone with my family. I want to go on a trip there, and each city has uh, three locations. The first one is Diagon Alley. It is a place where you can see uh, the structure or the sites about Harry Potter's locations. It is about some cases, some structures of buildings with magical places. For example, there is a place where you can get a magic stick. There is another place where you can get some kind of gums, bubble gums, drinks and food. Um, it has funny names, and you can get the beer, the butter beer. It is different because it is other kind of beer. The other place nearby to the Diagon Alley is Hogsmeade. Hogsmeade is so beautiful because in this place you can watch, you can see the snow outside the floor, on the floor, on the roof, on the roof, excuse me, on the roof, and you can live like a small town in a London place. In this housemaid, you can see the broomsticks. You can fly over the hut in um, artificial, how do you say, loom? I don't remember how you say it's called. And you can walk around the small town, and you can go there to drink something, or you can drink the powder beer. You can eat some London typical food, and you can see everything a lot. Magic, the Harry Potter's magic small town as for you. And in the third part, you can take an express, you can take a train from Diagon LA to Hogsmeade. In this kind of express, in this kind of train, you can see how in the window next to your cabin, you can see a short movie. It is a 15 or 20 minutes a movie when you can see the bridges, the lakes, the construction or buildings in London, and you can imagine you are inside the train, and you can imagine that you see is so real. So when you are carried on the train between Diagon LA to Hogsmeade, you can be your experience and you can live experience you see in the window. And actually, for me, I know for every people that don't like Harry Potter or don't like the science fiction, but I love so much science fiction. Actually, I consider I am a geek. Geek is a person who likes comic stories. I love DC Comics. I love Marvel. But my favorite one is about Disney. It is Harry Potter. And I'm a Harry Potter fan, so I like it so much. That's all, teacher.
Oh my God. Oh my God. So really good. So Harry Potter is your dream. Okay. Congratulations, Giovanni. Very good. Good job. Michael, let's do it.
Well, well, I have several touristic places I would like to go, but I choose for this time Barcelona, Spain. I choose this city because it's one of the biggest touristic cities in the world. The temperatures are very pleasant, are very nice, are medium, not so hot and not so cold. There are museums, architectures like the Sacred Family Church and a square in Barcelona, also La Rambla. Also, there is the Camp Nou, which is the biggest soccer stadium in Europe and home of the Football Club Barcelona. There are beaches, there are mountains surrounding. From is near to Pirineos. In Barcelona, you can speak or listen in Catalan and Spanish language. There are there are two languages, and it's a city I would like to go because it's very interesting. Have amusement parks, have museums, have architecture. Also, the climate is good. For that reasons, I would like to go. Teacher, I finished. Now is Maria's turn, I think.
My
Maria,
turn. Hello.
it's your turn, Maria. The teacher isn't here.
Okay.
Maria,
I like to visit the city of Cartagena.
Maria,
I
don't do it.
love
Teacher is, oh no, the teacher is gone.
how
The internet of the teacher is so irregular. So in this moment, she is.
The teacher is gone.
okay.
She has abandoned the chat and the conversation.
See, as you say at the beginning of the conversation, the internet was failing. So she isn't online in this moment.
Yes, yes. But I finished, and now it's Maria's turn when she comes again.
Oh, the teacher come back. So Maria, if you want to start, go ahead because the teacher is here in this moment. I don't know.
I'm here. I don't know, but today
Teacher,
my colleagues want to work with us. But we are going to do our best. I'm so sorry. Sorry, sorry.
it is okay, teacher.
Excellent. So it's Barcelona and Harry Potter, please. Excellent. So what we are going to do, you are going to, one of the video that you saw for this encounter was about the prepositions. You have some preposition that they were working about it. Although, though, even though, despite, in spite of. Yes, I hope you can have the opportunity to see the video because we are going to work about it. We are going to those words. Although, though, even though, and despite, in spite of. Okay, so what we are going to do, you are going to think about, because they are comparative form, yes, they are comparative form and situations. You're going to think about if you are going to a travel agency and you should choose between two places or two cities or two kind of transportation to get a place where you want to be, and you are going to use although, though, even though, despite, in spite of. Um, the activity, we are going to work in pairs, and you are going to have uh, a conversation between you, your friends, and you are going to a travel agency to choose, or a city, or transportation, and you should use during the conversation, that is a short conversation, these words, yes, although, though, even though, yes, despite and in spite of. You should use these words in your conversation like a comparative form, yes, remember they are comparative form but in different way. um, so we are going to work in pairs. Michael is going to work with Maria, with and Giovanni with Michael. Okay, Michael with Maria and Giovanni with Michael. I hope Maria can listen to us because I think she has the same problem as me with the computer today. So it's a very short conversation. The situation that you are living in that moment is you are in a travel agency and you are going to choose two places or two kind of transportation, and you are going to tell me the pro or cons of going to the place that you choose using the vocabulary although, though, even though, despite, and in spite of. Maria, can you hear me?
Yes.
Great. Yeah, thanks. So Michael and Maria is going to start, and then Michael and Giovanni. Okay. So when you finish, please say that's it, that is all, or just in the conversation say goodbye, bye bye, take care. Okay. That's it. Simple. Let's start.
Teacher, there are two people. One asks for the places, and the other says some things about the places, or how is?
Decide first of all the places that you are going to compare or use for this activity. Yes, and
Okay.
remember you are friends and you are going to travel together to the place, and you should choose one of the places that you were talking about. Okay, so decide the places and tell me some pro and cons, and you can use all those vocabulary. Okay.
Okay. Uh, we are going to use Bogota and Barranquilla. Uh, Maria, which city would you want to go? Bogota or Barranquilla?
Um, I prefer Barranquilla.
Uh, is because although of the of the high temperatures, is a very wonderful city, and there are wonderful places to go.
Okay. In Barranquilla, there are several cities you can visit. For example, the stadium. When you do, you can go the see football.
Okay, but I think also Bogota is a nice city for visit, even though the climate is hot, is not hot, but is cold. There are many touristic sites. What do you think about it?
Mm. Okay. Uh, in spite of Barranquilla is hot, Barranquilla um, I sense very interesting and beautiful city.
Okay, so you have convinced me. We must to visit Barranquilla,
Okay. Uh,
even though
in Barranquilla,
it's not my favorite city. I would like to go with you.
you can enjoy the festival Carnaval, Carnaval de Barranquilla in February. Uh,
February. Yes, yes.
uh,
So that's all. We decided for going to Barranquilla. That's all. That's all,
Okay,
teacher.
very good, excellent. Michael and Giovanni, let's start with a new conversation.
Hello.
Hello, Giovanni.
Hello, Michael. How are you today?
I'm very well, thank you.
Okay. So, uh, let me introduce myself. I am an travel management and I have a travel agency. I work 24 hours a day and 7 days a week. I want to offer uh, travel to two touristic places in our country. The first one is San Andres Island, where you can stay there in 4 or 5 days if you want. In this place, you can see aquariums, you can see a small island nearby to the big island that is San Andres, and you can enjoy with the native people there. They are black people and they are religion people because there is a religion island and when you can listen reggae music, when you go to festivals in reggae, when you can practice volleyball on the beach, when you can get a trip on boat where you can do workout or exercise while you are enjoying with the people who live in the hotel. And the other place, there is Manizales, Quindío, and Medellin or Pereira. There is the Eje Cafetero, where you can go in a bus through the cities and you can get coffee, you can drink coffee, you can watch paradise on the mountains. There is a nice weather. You can stay there the same 5 days or 4 days if you want. And the cost for the each trip are the same. So I don't know. What do you think? What do you want to do?
So although I like so much the beaches and the sun, I would like to know more cities. The Eje Cafetero sounds very interesting for me. In spite, I haven't heard a lot about it. So, what are the other other preferences or good recommendations you have to me about the Eje Cafetero?
Okay, I can say the Eje Cafetero is cheaper than San Andres. I say the first part they were the same price, but no, it's not. It's not the truth. Eje Cafetero is cheaper than San Andres Island. San Andres is more expensive than Eje Cafetero. The difference is like 500,000 pesos. By the same time, you are going to enjoy 5 days there. In the Eje Cafetero, you can go to the trip on bus on a Chiva, and you can go to the groves, to the outside, to the countryside, and you can enjoy of a nice weather, and you can watch museums about coffee, about culture, about there is a pleasant place, San Andres Island place too, and the difference is there in San Andres, even that you can get uh, um, I would say more expensive place, you can enjoy watching this with colors. It is so beautiful. It's very interesting because you can see a natural and presentable and wonderful landscape of our country. If you decide for one of them, let me you know. What do you think, Michael? What are you thinking about that?
Oh yes, all that you have explained to me sounds very nice. Um
What do you think?
the Eje Cafetero, I think, is a good destination for me, even though it's not the most cheap place I ever heard. It must be well, though. I think so.
So I'm going to do your reservation.
Yes,
What do you need for 5 days?
yes, I want it for 5 days. Thanks.
Okay, it's a deal. Thanks a lot for being our client, and goodbye. See you next time.
See you next time. Thanks.
That's all.
That's all.
Great, great. Congratulations. Very good. So nice. So let's go to Eje Cafetero. Very good. Excellent. Very good activity. Do you remember the video that the same guy we're talking about, 4 and 2? Some of you can tell me just to remind us what is the one of the rules of 4 and 2, please. Do you remember the video? It was the second video, and in the second video, we the guy is talking about the difference between 4 and 2. and how they can work or how to recognize these words if they are prepositions or just to use next to the verb to put an infinitive form. Someone of you can tell me just like a little bit some examples of for and to when we can use them?
Yes, I remember. I remember that to is used to express reason or to point out recipient, uh, and for is used as complement in a sentence. I remember that, and one example from the video could be, I went to the store to buy milk. That's the reason you went to the store. For that is used to, and as a complement, uh, you can say, I invite someone for a dinner. I invite someone to a party for a dinner. That's the complement of the sentence.
Teacher, I think that, for example, if you are going to use thought, I thought, or even thought, you have to use plus a clause, like a sentence. When you are starting a paragraph, you use this kind of sentence, and despite and in spite of, you use a phrase. A clause is so different to a phrase because a clause is the continuation of a sentence, and a phrase is just a little idea. I think that.
Thanks, Michael, to share with us the link for that we are talking about. This is about 204, but even though Giovanni, thanks a lot because also is a very good information that we have to consider when we are going to talk about although, though, even though, or despite, in spite of. Very good. And Michael, thanks a lot. This is the meaning of 2 and 4, the information that we're talking about when we are talking about preposition and we are going to use to or for. Maria, do you want to say anything else about the video or that is okay?
Um, I thought about the video. The video thought about the preposition to and for. The preposition is the preposition to is to express action directly. For example, I want to travel to Bogota. And the preposition for is uh, for expressing uh, to place or situation. For example,
Maria,
I,
thank you so much.
okay,
So this is important because we use a lot this preposition to and for, and we have to know or understand what is the difference between them or when we can use both of them and are correct. Excellent. The third link that I shared with you was a reading about England or part of the England, yes, and they have some places. Talk about some places, and we are going to talk about and we check the information from the reading. So you again the link or you don't have this is the link. We are open the link and going to read a little bit about England and we are going to have a little bit information that you're going to share with us about this place. Yeah, so please click on the link a trip to a new city. This is the name of the reading. A trip to a new city, and it's very short. It's a really short reading. And we're going to practice reading first of all as a pronunciation fluency, and then we are going to talk about the reading. Um, we are going to work in this order. Giovanni, first, it's mean you're going to read the first paragraph. The second one, Michael read the third. Let me see how many paragraphs it, because I don't have here my hands. 1, 2, 3, and then Giovanni repeat with the 4. Then Maria again, number 5. Paragraph number 5. Okay, so we are going to start. The reading, we are going to read. Remember the pause, remember the commas, the dot, remember punctuations. If you have exclamations, do it, because it's important, the intonation and pronunciation during the reading. I tell you again the order. The first paragraph, Giovanni, Maria the second, Michael third, then again Giovanni, and finally Maria. So Giovanni, let's start.
Teacher, I have a question. The reading is a trip to a new city.
Yes, Giovanni, that is.
Okay, a trip to a new city. Uh, I love visiting new cities and seeing all the famous tourist sites. Recently, I visited the German city of Leipzig. My trip was amazing. Leipzig is quite a big city, and there's so much to do and see. These are the top tourist places I visit in the city.
The Museum of Fine Arts. Sometimes art museum can be a little bit boring, but I really enjoyed my visit to Leipzig Museum of Fine Arts. You can see lots of different types of artworks there, from pieces that are over um, for thousand years old to modern art. I loved learning about different artists from across the age. It was definitely a cool way to spend a rainy afternoon in the city.
The St. Nicholas Church. This is a church with a very interesting past. The church, the church has connections to both famous musicians and important political protests. I had heard a lot about this history, so it was amazing to finally visit the church in person. I was really impressed. Inside, there were beautiful paintings on the wall, and the atmosphere was very peaceful.
Uh, Leipzig Zoo. In my opinion, Leipzig has one of the best zoos in the world. The zoo is huge, and there are so many different animals, including tigers, elephants, and even koalas. The best part of the zoo is the safari area. There's a real flowing river, and you can travel down it on a boat. It was so cool. I love to visit Leipzig Zoo again one day. As you can see, there are some pretty cool touristic sites in Leipzig. If you ever visit this city, I would definitely recommend coming to all three places.
Great, excellent, very good. Pronunciation. Recently, visit or visited. 400. Okay. Recently visited and 400. Very good. According with this information, now you are going to work and you are going to have 3 minutes to organize the ideas because now you are going to offer us a tour of England. Yes, an England or English tour. Yes, and you are going to offer us this tour with the information that you have in the reading and also any other that you have. In the tour, please take notes that the items that should be included. Um, uh, choose 2 or 3 places, explain the places, what you are going to do first, then, and second. Yes, and you are going to include in the tour a meal. Could be breakfast, could be lunch, could be dinner, according with the time. You are going to tell us the time is a tour for 4 hours, for 8 hours. How long is the tour? How much is the cost of the tour? Yes, I'm going to read the items and I'm going to be very quick here to take account. Yes, first, the time. Yes, we have the time. We have a schedule or the planning. Yes, the schedule or the planning of the tour. Describe a little bit, very short, describe the places where we are going to visit. Yes, and you're going to tell me how many people or what kind of people, whatever you want, how many people we are going to join in the tour. And the last one, the payment, how much is the tour, okay? How much is it? And sorry, and the meal, I forgot to here, yes, and the meal. Remember, it's just one meal. Could be breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Yes. So I'm gonna give you uh, 3 minutes to think about the tour that you are going to sell us. Okay, you are going to offer the tour to us.
Teacher,
And 6, we're going to come back and let's do it 4 minutes. Maybe you need to more information on internet at 7:10. Okay, 7:10. You are going to we are going to join again and you are going to offer us this tour. The conversation or the information is no more than England, just England. Okay, could be just England, yes, of course. Could be a place of England or London, for example, or whatever you want. Yes. Um, it's just for 2 minutes, no more than, okay? 2 minutes. So I'm gonna give you time until 7:10. Let's do it. Okay, so let's start. We are going to start Maria, Michael, and Giovanni. Okay, Maria, Michael, and Giovanni. Maria, so remember it's just 2 minutes. If you have more than 2 minutes, I'm going to stop you and then continue the other person. Okay, so remember, just you are going to sell us, offer us a very wonderful tour through England. Yes, so let's start, Maria, please.
Okay, tutor. Mm, well, I got the city Manchester because Manchester is is a very populated city. Uh, Around the city has an population of 5,000 30 and 30 uh, inhabitants. Uh, you can visit Manchester, the cathedral, Manchester Art Gallery, uh,
Okay, Michael, let's continue, please.
Hi, teacher. I've also chosen Manchester. I could say that about the time that this tour through Manchester begins on Saturday and ends the same day. It starts uh, with a touristic bus with the passengers. The touristic bus came to the airport and he guided us through the city. There are many touristic sites like the Old Trafford, which is a famous soccer stadium, Museum of Science and Industry, National Museum of Football, uh, Whitworth Art Gallery, Albert Square, Manchester Museum, and Art Gallery of Manchester. The bus take us to all these places. Uh, the schedule we start at 6 a.m. and we finish at 13 o'clock. Uh, there are many people in Manchester, and the reservations are for 30 people. Uh, we eat at lunch grill stick at a restaurant in Manchester, and so past the 13, we we fly to London again, and that's all about the trip. The chair
Great,
done.
Michael, excellent. Giovanni, let's do it.
Okay, so welcome to my agency, travel agency. I'm going to get you to London. London is one of my favorite places, and I want to show you about this beautiful and big city. The first place that you have to know is the Warner Brothers Studio. You can go long. You can't go to London without visiting Harry Potter. Take a day trip from London to Warner Bros. Studio. So if you have time, I'm going to take you one day for the beautiful paradise of the Harry Potter's location. One other place you can visit, it is the Shard. The Shard, if you can catch a sunny day, there's nothing more beautiful than 360-degree views of London at the Shard. You have to visit the platform inside Western Europe, and you can see all this beautiful city from the 360 degrees. It's so cool. One of the I don't know elder places, but beautiful too, is the Tower of London. Her Majesty Royal Palace Art Fortress is an historic castle. It is located at the Thames River. Every people knows where is the Thames River. It's in the middle of London. So you can see this is historic and one of the crown jewels. One of the places is London, the London Eye. It is so beautiful because you can climb onto Europe's biggest Ferris wheel. It is afloat or 443 feet above the Thames River. You can see all the city. It is so bigger and it's one of the, and you can see actually the important places like a parliament, like a Buckingham Palace, and a Hyde Park. And the last part you can see, and the two last part is the River Thames. The River Thames weaves right through the heart of London. And the afternoon boat tour is a fun introduction to the Tower of London, Parliament, and the other riverside attractions. So if you want to get a boat, if you want to know better London, if you want to take the wine, take the beautiful landscape, you have to take the boat through the River Thames. And the last part is the fans of the football or soccer. You know that London was the first, uh, excuse me, England was the first country in the world when you can see a match, a soccer match. And actually, they say it is called football. And you can see the majesty, the cathedral of the soccer is the Wembley Stadium. Opened in 2007, it is the 90,000 capacity home for the English national football team and lots of the other major sporting and concert events. It is a cathedral of soccer. Wembley is the most important stadium in the world. So if you want to visit London, you are enjoy, and I'm so pleasant that you come with me. The prices are from 960 euros to 1,400 euros. And you can stay 1 week and you can enjoy for all the wonderful and marvelous landscape you ever watched in your life. Thank you. Bye.
Great, very good, excellent. So we are going to Manchester and we are going to London and we are going to have a wonderful trip. Very good, excellent. That is a very good activity. So our last activity, I'm going to share with you, yes, because we are going to have again a conversation between you, and this conversation, you are going to make a decision. You are going to imagine that you are going to spend the weekend on a small island, and in pairs, you choose the name of the island and the places. You should improvise the conversation between two friends that want to choose the best plan. Okay? But in this case, the conversation, I'm going to give you like the the ideas or the expression that you should include during your conversation. Okay? And remember, this island doesn't exist. You are going to create your own island to do this one. Okay? So give me a second and I'm going to share with you the items that you should complete, that you should include, okay, in the conversation. This is the activity. Speculate and make a decision. Imagine that you are going to spend the weekend on a small island. In pairs, they choose the name of the island and the place. They improvise a conversation between two friends that want to choose the best plan. Okay, you should include the ideas that you have there. Yes, a visit to will be ideal since I would prefer to go to since it is a weekend break. I will most likely go as I agree or I disagree. I think is more. I believe visiting will be a waste of time because I don't think will be a good idea. It will be more appealing. People like going to because or at people can. Yes, it's a conversation, and you're going to improvise two places, two small island, a small islands. You are going to work like this. Michael work with Giovanni, then Giovanni work with Maria. Okay, so Michael and Giovanni is going to start, and then Giovanni and Maria do the conversation. This conversation is not going to be more than 3 minutes per groups, yes, per pairs. Okay, so choose the places, choose the name of the places, invent the name of the places, and then you start the conversation with the ideas that I shared. Okay, let's start, Michael and Giovanni.
Hi, Giovanni.
Hello, Michael. How are you?
Very well, thanks. This is about there are two islands in the Caribbean Sea. The name of the
Okay.
islands, yes, the name of the islands are Colombiana y Panameña. Those are the
Okay.
two islands. And what island would you like to go, and what are the reasons?
What is the first one?
Uh, the names are Colombiana and Panameña. One located near to Colombia and the other to Panama. Colombiana and Panameña.
I think
And
I visit Colombia. It would be a actually since I watched this place on the TV. I that I would prefer to go to this island because is in Colombiana. You can see beautiful and pleasant people. Um, I don't know. I think that since it is a weekend break, I will most likely go for a couple of days to enjoy with its culture and because the food is okay, and I think I prefer that.
okay. I think I agree in some part with you, but I think Panameña uh, have many interesting sites to go. For for example, the beaches. Since it's a weekend break, I would most likely to go to the because there are many sandy beaches near one to each other and palm trees in Panameña Island. The water is clearer than Colombiana, but I believe visiting the other also have many good options for going to that island. I think it would be more appealing for go one and again to go each other. But what do you think about it?
I think that I believe visiting Panama will be a waste of time because I, I heard that these beaches were years ago so dirty, they are so crashed about them, there are garbage on the and I think that even it is so a beautiful place, they are so dirty. The beaches are so I don't know, maybe there are a lot of garbage then. So I don't think go to Panama. I would say it will be, it wasn't be a good idea. I would be more appealing to go to Colombiana. But it's okay, it's your opinion. So,
No,
see you.
no. Now that you have talked that to me, I agree with you. I think your reasons are very important for not knowing. Your reasons are very true. Maybe I'm not very informed about Panameña. People like going to Colombiana because the beaches are very clean, and I think it will be a very good idea for going and take the sun at Colombiana Island.
Of
At
course,
Colombiana Island, people can have a dinner or maybe a lunch at some interesting restaurant. What do you
yeah,
think?
of course, I agree about that because I say the Colombiana has the most delicious food I have tasted in the world. So I agree about you can go to enjoy in a beach and you can share or enjoy in the place what you want. But I disagree about the situation of the beaches of these two islands in this moment. So I feel it's more pleasant. It's more, I don't know, comfortable for me go to the Colombiana island because of the food, because of the people, and because of the beaches.
So that were very good reasons. I agree with you finally, and I think it would be a good plan, a good trip for us to visit the Colombian island. So you have convinced me. Thanks a lot.
Okay.
Thanks
Thank
a lot
you.
for.
Bye.
Bye.
Um, teacher,
Okay, excellent, Giovanni and Michael. Very good job. Good, excellent conversation. You use the vocabulary, the idea we have to enrich every day our vocabulary and don't focus just in one or two expressions. So we have many expressions in which we can compare um, speculate or make a decision about something. So very good activity. This was a very good practice. The time is over and we didn't have time to complete the last activity, but I'm going to share with you that one because we are going to start next encounter with this activity, and it's quite a long or quite so it's just because we are going to answer this question that I'm going to share with you. Give me a second. And you should answer using also the answers that I'm going to share with you and complete with your own information, okay? So, but give me a second because I have a problem with that. Give me a second. Now you are going to collect information. Those are questions, 5 questions, and they are the answer. Question number 1 with the answer number 1, 2 with 2, 3 with 3, 4 and 5, 5. Yes, the question with the answer. This is the activity that we are going to start next encounter, and I think it's important that you can practice because it's trying to learn very fast to new topic that we are going to practice, okay? And also I'm going to share the links that you should see before the next encounter. They are the links, okay? Eat a lot because our next encounter is going to talk about restaurants and food, okay? So do you have any question? Do you have any doubt?
no teacher, everything is okay.
Teacher, The questions are about the you must use in the next class with or think before the next class.
The questions are about the topic that we were working today, traveling abroad. Yes, but
Okay,
because
okay,
time to finish, I consider important that we can start with this activity in next encounter, and then we start with the topic that we are going to develop. Okay, so it's about the topic that we work today, the topic that we work today. Okay,
okay,
and the
okay,
links just for practicing, review the information, and encounter we are going to practice also about them. Okay, so
okay.
thank you so much encounter. You are so very kind and you have very good participation. That is really important. I know it's so hard because the job, because you are so busy, because
The internet.
you are excited at this time, but you do very well, and this is the most important. Okay, so thank you so much. Have a wonderful night and take care.
The
Bye.
same for you. Bye.
Thank you.